Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's Toolbox safety topic video. Before we get started, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, other safety related videos, and leadership training videos. And if you find this information useful or helpful, make sure you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this week's Toolbox safety topic video. Today's Toolbox topic is entitled Laceration Hazard and Injury Prevention. Educate your teams on the risk of lacerations on the job site, what can cause them, and how to avoid them in general. Construction sites are some of the most hazardous places to work in the world. Unfortunately, cuts to the hands and fingers account for the majority of laceration injuries on job sites today. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that cuts on hands and fingers result in over 110,000 lost time cases each year. The National Safety Council reports an average direct cost for lacerations on the hand injuries account for $10,000 in company expenses, and severed tendons can exceed $70,000. Today we will look deeper into job site lacerations and some best practices for prevention. How do laceration injuries happen? Many job site injuries are preventable if employees follow safety protocols and remain alert. Laceration injuries are external cuts, tears, etc. that open wounds in the skin and result in bleeding. Severe lacerations commonly involve severed fingers and badly wounded hands, or deeper cuts into arteries or veins that can have catastrophic results. Common mistakes that lead to laceration injuries on the job site include working with the wrong tool for the task, dull blades, poor lighting, clutter and debris near the site, missing or broken safeguards, and failure to wear PPE, and the proper and safe use of tools. Use the right tool for the work at hand. Educate team members on the proper use of all cutting and shearing tools. All tools and machines should be properly maintained, and all safeguards should be repaired or replaced if damaged. Ensure the installed engineering controls are used and sharp components as well as moving parts are well guarded at all times. Stop using dull tools. Never use dull blades or tools. Dull blades and tools require more force to cut materials. Increasing force while cutting will decrease your control and stability, which increases the likelihood of slips and skips on everything from hand tools to power tools. Always stabilize materials being cut, bent, drilled, etc. It is tempting to try and hold something in one hand while trying to cut it with a tool in the other. However, this is a safety shortcut that can go badly. Minimize the number of moving pieces every time you cut anything, and stabilize the materials before cutting. Use partners, clamps, push sticks, sawhorses, tables, vices, and large work surfaces to keep your hands as far away from the cutting tools as possible. Provide and use proper PPE. Make personal protective equipment available and required. Your site may require everything from gloves to safety glasses, face masks, and steel-toed shoes. PPE is the last line of defense for injury prevention, so it's crucial that PPE be provided and used. Kevlar gloves or other cut-resistant materials are excellent examples of PPE for your hands when sharp tools and machines are in use. Store sharp objects and tools safely when not in use. Secure cutting devices and tools in containers to prevent accidental contact and injury. If the machine have covers to protect them from the elements, then use them to protect people from their moving parts and cutting edges as well. Now, how do I treat a laceration? Cuts and scrapes come with the territory in the construction field. The ability to clean and bandage superficial wounds on site is paramount. Likewise, proper use of a tourniquet, pressure, and basic CPR should all be a part of job site safety training. Some basic first aid. When a laceration happens, stop the bleeding as soon as possible. Now, this may require a clean bandage on the wound with pressure applied directly. Once bleeding has stopped, clean the wound with antiseptic and bandage it accordingly if the wound is small or superficial. A visit to the physician may result in something to help the wound close, like sutures, staples, specialized glue, or even tape. For deeper cuts and wounds that won't stop bleeding with applied pressure, keep calm, keep pressure on the wound. If the bleeding continues without slowing, maintain pressure on the wound, have someone contact EMS for further help. Safety takes vigilance. Everyone gets into a rush to get things done. We all get complacent about hazards on the job site because we see them daily. The key is to stay alert, make safety checks a habit, and make time for regular safety sessions. Learn to recognize unsafe situations. Scrap and debris are a part of every job site, but they do not need to be underfoot where people are working. Clean up spills and debris from the work floor so that everyone has the best footing and traction possible. Mark hazards that cannot be resolved immediately. Easily noticeable brightly colored signs, cones, flags, or tape can be used to visually alert people to anything they could mistakenly move into or onto that could do bodily harm. And use proper lighting. Recognize when there is not enough light to safely work. It is tempting to push through work at dusk to get it done. Be sure if you're going to work when the sun is waning or unavailable that there is proper lighting for the work to safely be done. Use portable light sources to prevent shadows. Seeing clearly is a requirement for safely using tools and machines on the job site. Regularly scheduled breaks. Take regularly scheduled breaks for safety. Prevent fatigue and complacency by having periods of the day where all work stops and everyone completes a safety check of their area. This includes time for equipment maintenance, tool repair, PPE checks, removing debris and scrap materials to keep walking surfaces safe, and checking safety restraints and scaffolds. Preventing laceration injuries is multifaceted. Lacerations to the hands are the most common, often the most detrimental injuries to workers on construction sites. Hand and finger injuries are the prevailing cause of missed work days when injuries are involved. However, laceration injuries can happen anytime a body part is close to sharp objects. Implement an ongoing strategy including safety training, awareness, prevention. Keeping safety top of the mind will help everyone be more aware of their work environment and give everyone accountability to take corrective action. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week's Toolbox safety topic video. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, other safety related videos, and leadership training videos. And if you found this information useful or helpful, make sure you share it with your colleagues and co-workers. And until we see each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your co-workers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and remember, I will see you in the field. All right, boys and girls. Lacerations, hand injuries are a big thing. We have a lot of them, but if we take proper precautions, making sure we're wearing work gloves, then the hazard is reduced, or we're protected from the hazard. But you got to also constantly be aware of hazards that could injure your hands, cut hazards, pinch hazards, things like that. Anyway, remember that you can use these videos as a Toolbox safety topic meeting on your job site. Just make sure that you have a sign-in sheet and that you date it and you reference this video or any other video. I've got several, and there's several other people out there that make videos that might be applicable to the particulars of your job site. But have them watch the video, ask them a couple questions and talk about it, and have them sign that sign-in sheet. And that becomes a document of record of training that you've done for your guys in the field, in the area of hazard recognition and injury prevention, which is a requirement under the OSHA standard that we continually train our people for recognized hazards. If you have a specific Toolbox safety topic video you'd like to see, leave a note down here in the bottom in the comments, and I'll get it and put together something. If you have a question or a concern on your job site or in your company, it's a regular concern, once again, leave a comment down below here, and I'll get back with you with some references, and we'll make sure that you have a thorough understanding of how to recognize the hazard and how to prevent injury with that hazard, so that you can share that with your teammates and help ensure their safety on the job site. Anyway, that's if you watch to the very end. I never know which way these things roll. I'll drop in a couple more Easter eggs. I started to get out and get some more this weekend. I did, but it didn't work out. But I'll try and do some more. And thanks for watching. Have a grateful day, and we'll see you in the field. Stop recording.